Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of The Raven Speaks. Again, I'm sorry about no Animorphs dramatic readings on Monday. I will explain that in a moment. But for now, for people who have just clicked on this video and are wondering what the heck The Raven Speaks is about, and I just realized I was in the wrong place on the script. I was sort of looking at it a little bit before, and I forgot to go. Anyways, this is a great start. Anyways, The Raven Speaks is a series of weekly videos about a variety of subjects. Feel free to comment below to suggest the topic for a future episode, and don't think that it has to be Game of Thrones related. I want to talk about topics that you want to hear me talk about, so yeah. Anyways, I am thankful that I am able to get this video out today. Over the weekend, me and my husband had to stay in a hotel due to no running water in the house. Long story there. While I could spend time in the house, writing scripts for this series is actually a process that takes up nearly the entire day. So without a full day to write, edit, and make a little, title card, this video might not have come out. So, about the actual video, since most of you probably don't care about my personal life, I did not care for the 7th season of Game of Thrones. Characters acted out of character, plots seemed to be shoved in where they didn't belong, and the relationship between Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen was boring. I actually have a really long post about, the direction that could have gone to make Jon Snow, Dany actually really interesting on my blog, jashikins.blogspot.com. But anyways, Season 8 has the chance to correct those mistakes, and I truly hope that it does. I do not want it to fail. I really want it to succeed. Here is my list, in no specific order, of things that will make me leave the season feeling disappointed. 1. Jorah Mormont and Daenerys Targaryen don't get together. Okay. I hear an angry mob forming. This is the most fangirl thing on the list. Just because a relationship like this one remains non-canon isn't a reason to dislike the season. Plus, a good majority of my ships remain non-canon. I have a tendency to ship the rarest of rare pairs. It's a problem. I need help. However, I have been invested in the relationship between Jorah and Daenerys for so long that it'd be a personal treat if they got together. I don't expect either of them to live to the final episode and would actually be disappointed if Daenerys survived due to her status as one of the most beloved characters in the series. I'm expecting the majority to stop here due to any mentioning of Jorlisi to spark rage. Seriously, one group I thought was safe. I posted a few artwork of Jorah Dany. Got a lot of people just, trolls. Trolls. If you know trolls, you can sort of imagine the comments. And then when I decided to defend myself by blocking, I was kicked out of the group because I wasn't open-minded enough. And y'all wonder why I have trust issues. 2. Jon and Daenerys live happily ever after. Game of Thrones is not a feel-good show. It isn't one you walk into expecting to leave with a smile on your face. Instead, you expect to have your heart broken over and over again. Yet something keeps pulling you back week after week and season after season. It is a series that promises pain and delivers. While Jon and Daenerys ending up married with children would be unexpected, it wouldn't fit the rest of the show. The show likes to do away with having characters being rewarded for a romantic love and having the main characters live. Having the two most popular characters alive and one of the most popular ships intact by the end wouldn't be normal for the show. It would show that the showrunners now want to please the fans instead of breaking them. And if George R. R. Martin wants in the books like that, it would be a poor decision. Because, book readers will always say, well, if something's in the books, then it's, good. I still need to read the books. But anyways, I am rereading Animorphs number 53, and I'm tearing up because of how painful the last few books in the series are. If a young adult series can break my heart more than an adult television series, something went seriously wrong. I mean, seriously, do we really want to go Animorphs held to its guns while, Game of Thrones didn't? Well, maybe that's just me. 3. Tyrion Lannister and or Sansa Stark betrays Daenerys and or Jon. It makes no sense for Tyrion Lannister to betray Daenerys Targaryen. The Mother of Dragons was the first person to show him respect and give him a good position. There is so much for him to be grateful for because of her. His doubting her after she burned the Tarleys, him asking about a hair, and talking to Cersei Lannister weren't suspicious. For the first, it was due to the form of execution resembling how Aerys killed people. He had already had to rein her in numerous times and knew how wild she could get. For the second, it is only logical that a line of succession be established in case Daenerys dies. If she doesn't declare an heir, then chaos could erupt as people debated who is the actual ruler. The third was a scene that was meant to look suspicious, and I would think Tyrion sided with Cersei, except for the past few seasons, saying why that would never happen. Now on to Sansa. Season 7's Winterfell plot told in detail that Sansa Stark was loyal to Jon Snow. This even if she heavily disagrees with her brother. If she betrays him, it will mean that the boring Winterfell plot was more than useless. You can't see me waving my hands around. I just realized that. 4. Jon Snow is Daenerys Targaryen's niece Anissa, and vice versa. The Azor Ahai prophecy is one of the most famous prophecies in Game of Thrones. It is commonly thought of to be the same as the Prince who was promised. However, that isn't canon, and therefore Azor Ahai doesn't need to have Targaryen heritage. So, anyways, I don't want the Azor Ahai prophecy to have one of the most predictable explanations, which means neither Jon or Daenerys should be Azor Ahai. It should also go without saying that one of the most popular pairings shouldn't end because one person had to sacrifice the other. That is too cliche for the show and would put Daenerys on a pedestal, which, if the show's version of Daenerys wasn't boring, would mean this outcome wouldn't be as cringy. It would still be cringy, but not as cringy. 5. The leaked scripts are accurate. Shortly after season 7 finished airing, a leaked script started to circulate. Some of the content is, bad fan fiction and shouldn't become canon. Such as Daenerys Targaryen hiding her pregnancy for no reason except a big reveal. The leaked script also includes some characters having storylines that are not properly concluded. And it's not the good sort of cliffhanger either. There have been other leaks, including one that also contains things that should not become canon. And one cheesy Jon and Dany scene that will please only Daenerys shippers, while the rest of us will be praying the scene will just end. If I'm not pleased about something the show did, I can write my own fan fictions. I don't need the show to delve into that type of writing. So, what did you think? Do you agree with any of my points? Do you have any other things that you would that if they actually happened would make you feel disappointed in the season? Just comment below. Let's start a conversation. Also, remember, if you do have a topic you would like to suggest for a future video, just comment below. And like this video if you agree with any of my choices of things I do not want to happen. And yeah, and also if you're on YouTube to like this video, why not subscribe to this lovely YouTube channel? I do The Raven Speaks every week. I have an Animorphs dramatic reading, and I'm planning, since this is going to be the final season of Game of Thrones, to do episode reviews of every episode. Don't usually do that with a TV series, but this is special. This is basically the end of an era, so I feel like I have to do something. And if you're watching on my Blog and watching on the desktop version of my Blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never again miss a blog post by me ever again. And I just don't do The Raven Speaks. I also do dramatic readings. There's some of my fan fiction. There's long posts going in, talking in detail about certain subjects. So, explore, please. And until next week, goodbye.